Ta-da! Yeah, doing that bit of Deus Ex the other night kind of got me in the mood to do something else. It was actually a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. So I thought, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do something else. Okay, MGR. I'm not gonna lie, it is my game of the year for 2014. I know it came out of the peasant boxes the year before, but let's be honest, no one really cares about them, do we? It's also one of, I think, it's Platinum's first PC game, I believe. So, yes, hopefully, success of this will mean that they'll finally port over Bayonetta and Vanquish. Because whilst I have them for my PS3, trying to play them with a joypad is the most excruciating thing in the fucking world. So, anyway, as I was saying, yes, MGR, fine game, and rather silly as well. But then again, I wouldn't expect anything less. Okay, I will take you through the first two chapters, the prologue and the first chapter, which is RO1. We'll carve some things up, I'll teach you about the mechanics, I'll show you some stuff which isn't actually, well, you're not actually told about it. That's one of Platinum's strengths and weaknesses, is the fact that they give you a system and they say, there, just go play with it, and they don't tell you anything about it. So there's loads of shit which you never actually know about until you start fucking around with it, or you learn from other people. And I will show you some of it. Now, obviously, being a Metal Gear game, there's going to be lots and lots of cinematics, and I guarantee you the first 25 minutes you're going to want to probably shoot yourself in the face. Bear with it. Okay, it does pick up, and it is going to be a lot cooler than you think. Also, as well, this will probably run on a little bit longer than an hour, because, well, why the fuck not? So, I want to go into story, chapter... and we should start with R00. Now, I normally dabble with this on Revengeance difficulty, which is, yeah, silly fucking game difficulty. But, you see, when you go from normal, hard, very hard, when you start entering very hard difficulty, then the game starts fucking with you by throwing more and more things at you and messing around with the way how the battles play out. Because I'm doing this whilst yakking away and trying to do two things at once, I'm merely going to do this on hard. Now, before you start whinging, going, yeah, there you go, look at that big S there in the corner, I'll leave you to figure out the rest. So for now, I'm just going to go and do this. Hang on a second, what's the point? Do I have a cup of tea? I do have a cup of tea, it's lurking behind the tablet. Hang on a second, there you go, get you that out. And it's half full, hang on. Glorious. Right, let's go watch a couple of people die. Now, I must admit that part of the prologue doesn't have all of the game's mechanics unlocked, so sit down, enjoy the chaos, and then we'll pick everything up properly in RO1.
3 years. We've come so far in just 3 short years.
The sign of a strong leader, sir.
No. The will of a strong people. And one very able advisor.
Thank you, sir.
Your team deserves credit as well, Mr. Lightning Bolt.
Sorry.
Doing our job, Mr. Prime Minister.
I must admit, I once thought of groups like yours as opportunists, enablers of war. But you've trained our new army well. Order has returned sooner than expected. Perhaps I was wrong about these private military companies.
We prefer private security providers, sir. Most of Maverick's contracts do focus on security.
Yes, well, security can mean many things.
There's a saying I like. One sword keeps another in the sheath. Sometimes the threat of violence alone is a deterrent. Sometimes by taking a life, others can be preserved. It's the code the samurai lived by.
A soldier and a philosopher. You are full of surprises, Mr. Lightning Bolt.
I could say the same about you, Mr. Prime Minister.
What is happening?
Someone's blocking the lead vehicle. Hold on. This is official state business! I said clear the road! We're authorized to use force if you do!
That's gonna leave a mark. Oh yeah, forgot to mention, a bit of gore in this. But then again, we're all part of the internet culture, so hey, you're used to it.
Leopard 1, U-turn. Turning back.
Open fire! Who was that?
A cyborg.
One of our competitors?
Courtney, what is happening?
We got hit, sir. A cyborg.
Who's?
XF comes up unaffiliated.
I'll notify all checkpoints. Get on money out of there.
Yes, sir.
We are going to die.
Stay calm.
He's got friends on our 12.
Raiden,
I'm on it. Guard the Prime Minister.
Let's get this over with.
I really want that briefcase. I wouldn't put a sword in it, I'd probably have it just hanging my sandwiches, but never mind. So yeah, hang on.
you'll need to choose between light and heavy strikes to match the situation. Take self-repair units from your foes to replenish your own supply.
So-
Raiden, the limo is in trouble.
Thank you,
Get back
Boris.
here ASAP. I'll add the limo to your solid down radar. Die!
That's right, shoot your comrade.
It's on the other side of that barricade.
Now then, let's see. You don't need them. You don't need them. Oh, why not?
If you can't cut through the barricade, try the fence, eh?
So, as I was saying, before we were so rudely interrupted by these wonderful party crashes, basically, MGR is a game about running around with a sword stabbing people about the face and neck. Pretty much like Tower Hamlet Simulator 2014, and in that you can also decapitate people at willing. So yeah, basically you have, you know, your standard light attack when clicking the left mouse button, and then you've got your heavy attack as well. Now, there is a full combo list as well, pretty much the same style as Bayonetta. If you were to dive into the pause menu and go into help, and it gives you a complete list of every single move you can do. Now, some of these moves are unlocked through the game's store, but I'll show you that later. But for now, let's have a little boss fight. Sorry, did I say boss fight? I meant tutorial. Ooh.
So you're Jack.
What do you want with the Prime Minister?
I want him dead. Nothing personal, of course. Africa's just getting a bit too peaceful.
What?
Business ain't been the same since they shut down SOP. A clean break from the war economy. Huh. Well, some of us like that economy. How's an honest warmonger supposed to make a living?
This is your answer? Don't do it!
Don't worry now. I won't. Not while he's still useful. So long.
Naughty doggy. Let's go put it down.
They have a memo here? Here? Ryder, take out that UMG and get that. Use blade mode to damage its armor. Put your finger out to deflect those shots.
No. Very foolish of you. That's fine, I'll just take your leg.
Go for the leg.
Come here, you piece of shit. Where the fuck are you going? Come here. sit still and let me kick you in the face.
Very good. But do not rest easy just yet, huh?
2 minutes 33. Shit, I'd have been quicker using a roll-up newspaper.
He's on the other side of that collapsed building. Go!
Like I said, very silly, very fun. Now, one more little fight to go, and then what we can do is we can work our way through to the beginning of the chapter, and I'll show you all of the things that this has to offer.
There, get it! Use your ninja van to move over obstacles automatically.
Surprisingly good system, actually.
Do not let him out of your sight. You must catch him.
Uh-oh.
That dare to cheat. It still works.
Someone's not happy.
Blade mode to take down those heavy missiles.
Annoying thing. Superb. Always enjoy that. whilst there's quite a few cutscenes to begin with, it's nowhere near as bad as Metal Gear Solid 4, which, as we all know, is basically 3 missions and an interactive movie.
An unidentified field roader is headed your way. Keep an eye out for it.
Prime Minister!
Too little too late, hero. I won't be needing my little shield here any longer.
Stop!
Oh, it felt bad.
What about all the good things war has done for us? Why don't we ever hear speeches about that? Jobs, technology, a common purpose?
Raiden, forget me. Stop him.
You ain't listening. Mind if I got in? All we're saying, give war a chance! No!
No ticket.
He's all yours, Sam! Let's go.
Now this is... I'm supposed to lose this, but I'm still gonna kick his dick, though.
Self-taught, and not half bad. Still. Your technique lacks something.
Oh shit!
Not good enough!
Now I see. You deny your weapon its purpose. It yearns to bathe in the blood of your enemies, but you hold it back. No.
My sword is a tool of justice.
Well, that's fucked it.
Ryder, are you alright? You're almost clear of the tunnel. Just hang on.
I'm not exactly all left, am I, Boris? You retard.
Gotta try harder than that.
Come on, dickbag, knock me down.
Oh, did you want to practice first? This is what happens when you bring a tool to a sword fight. It's over. Lucky devil.
Get you waiting, huh? Down you go! Flares!
I need to screenshot that and put it on the Urban Dictionary under horrific wanking accident. Ah, there's R00 complete. Yes, we only did play about 10 minutes worth of game. But like I said, they get all the cinematic stuff done out of the way first, and the game begins properly now. So, onwards, advance, forwards. I'm pressing enter. There we go.
How is it, Ryder?
So far, so good. I've got a clean visual.
A direct feed to your optic nerve. Yes, I should hope so, huh? I mean, how does it feel? To fly like a bird?
Like a bird strapped to a remote control rocket.
We will get you in safely, Tovarich. Just relax and enjoy the ride.
Right.
Can you hear me, Raiko?
Doctor.
Remember the two procedures to maintain your new body. 1. Seizing nano repair units from your foes. And 2.
Absorbing their electrolytes. I got it.
Yes, enemy cyborgs should provide plenty of MCFC electrolytes once you slice them open and extract their fluids.
They're terrorists. I was planning on that anyway.
Oh, and their left hands, if you please.
Excuse me?
Their combat data stored on holographic memory, typically located in the left hand. That data is very valuable. I am authorized to offer you upgrades and services in exchange for it.
How generous.
Ich liebe Kapitalismus. Hätte wohl come down a few years earlier, I would have a Nobel Prize on my shelf.
There, I see land.
3 mics out closing. No activity at the airbase. Looks like we don't need to worry about interceptors.
Great. Then we have time for a quick briefing.
I know you miss me, Kev, but I've been all over the materials.
That's what you said before Montenegro. Look, just humor me, buddy. Objectives, of course, are enter Abkhazia, neutralize the terrorists, and restore the rightful government, or what's left of it anyway. The president and most of the cabinet have been killed, and a military junta's been established. The terrorists brain-jacked all the high-ranking officers, and their cyborgs scattered the rank and file. The few leaders who have survived have no way of openly opposing the new regime. That's why they called us.
Andrei Dolzaev, leader of the occupation forces, an extremist linked to both the St. Petersburg massacre of 2015 and last year's terror spree in Georgia. And his arms supplier, none other than Desperado Enforcement LLC.
Bonnie's killers.
If we don't stop them here, they could destabilize the entire region. But our more immediate problem is Jetstream Sam. I believe you've met.
The only problem I see is that nickname.
I've got my enhancements this time. He won't be an issue.
He may not even be in country, but keep an eye out just in...
Oh. Sorry.
Ready for insertion.
Aye. Sorry.
Raiden, you landed safely, huh? First, head inland. The waypoint is marked on your Soliton radar. Contact us on Codec if you have questions.
Right, now the game begins properly and explain more about this. Okay, so you've seen me run around, stab people and bludgeon things, so on and so forth. Okay, now the game begins properly. Like I said, we have two basic forms of attack. You've got your light attack with the left mouse button, and you've got your heavy attack with the right mouse button. There's a complete config list as to maneuvers that you can pull off using these different types of attack. You can also mix it in with a few other bits and pieces as well. Now, certain moves are unlocked through battle points. Battle points are earned by collecting things, cutting people into ribbons, and basically completing ranked battles. I've got more than enough battle points at the moment to buy anything, and well, there's nothing else to buy, that's the whole problem. Now, battle points, no, that's right, yeah, sorry. A lot of maneuvers in this can be activated through various contexts, and like I said, a lot of stuff is bought through the in-game store and so on and so forth. However, there's another thing as well, which you saw me dabble on in the beginning, and that was blade mode, where basically I end up holding shift, and I can, with the mouse, control the blade and slice in any direction I want. It's very cool. Now, you may notice the bar at the top, which is slowly diminishing down as I use it. This is referred to as blade energy. Now, blade energy is recuperated by basically beating the shit out of enemies with the sword. There's a whole lore as to how the hell it does it, and it's fucking batshit insane. But basically, as long as the bar is blue, you can go into blade mode and slice people up. Now, blade mode, when you attack an enemy, there is a point on an enemy called the Zandatsu, where it's like a little red square, and if you slice through that point, okay, you basically have the option of pressing F and you'll rip his fucking spine out. It's hilariously good fun, and great fun for the whole family. The nice thing is, once you do this and crush it, it will regenerate all of your health and all your blade mode straight away. So basically, you can keep on going and you jump between enemies, cutting them to shreds. But like I said, it gives the impression, you may think that this is quite a shallow system, and in comparison to something like Bayonetta, it is, but this is a Platinum game, and I guarantee you half the shit in this is not documented. So a lot of it is done through trial and error, learning, fiddling and fucking around with it, and you learn something new and you're like, oh yeah, I'm a badass. Platinum games are designed to be played over and over again through the art of perfectionism. Basically, you walk in, you kill a load of things, you get a rank, and you walk out the other side. The higher the rank you score, the more badass you are. Obviously, there is criteria, which must be met per rank battle in order to get a decent score. And obviously, just score as high as you can. And for me, it's I always like to just test myself, so I'll use the shittest weapon and walk in on the hardest difficulty because, well, I want to. And I like that because, well, I'm just masochistic. So, I suppose we should really get on with things, shouldn't we? Oh, hello.
The bastards are using stealth cable to ambush you. Nice try, but it won't do any good against a state-of-the-art cyborg like you, eh? To parry incoming hits, throw out your own barrage of light attacks while your foe is on the offensive.
And 3. So yeah, that's basically Zandatsu. And everyone's in pieces. Last cutscene, I promise. I think it is anyway.
Had your fill?
With this body, I could take these guys with no eyes. Intel wasn't exaggerating on the cyborg count.
Well, you know how fast the tech's been spreading these last few years. That CNT muscle fiber packs the power of a jackhammer into every limb.
What enterprising soldier of fortune could resist? And cyborgs are still human. Real
thinking people. Way less risk of collateral damage than your typical UAV strike.
And don't forget the PR angle. Nations start playing Frankenstein with their troops, and the public goes nuts. PMCs, on the other hand, are off the ethical radar.
Yeah. They still don't even count PMCs in official death tolls. With SOP out of the picture, private militaries needed a new edge on the market. We got it.
In a way, cyborgs are just SOP troops by another name. Only all muscled up and less predictable.
But it makes you wonder, where'd Desperado find these guys?
I'm not complaining. They're like walking vending machines.
Right. Vending machines full of blood.
Easy there, Dracula. Like I said, they're still people.
People who terrorize and take innocent lives for money. They sowed their fate when they took this job. I'm just the Reaper.
Damn. It's a bit cold, Raiden.
Even for you. Anyway, his school. Let's get to work. Time to increase the peace.
Right.
Like I said, once you've completed a battle, it then ranks you through a series of criteria. Anything over 5,000 is a good score. Now, also as well, we didn't have this in the prologue, but now we have access to an inventory. Huzzah! Lots and lots of shit to play with. Not really. Not in comparison to other Metal Gear games. You've got your standard rations, if you will. You also have electrolyte packs, so if you decide to burn through all of your energy, you can then automatically use one. Having it equipped will automatically use it if, for whatever reason, you fail. The sub option is for various material bits and pieces, things that come in handy. There are a few grenades and a few rocket launchers, but most of it's, yeah, it does have its uses, but a lot of it, not really. The blades thing. Okay, blades are unlocked as you go along through the game, either through the store or by collecting left hands or ID cards. Or is it data? No, data storage devices, that's it. Collect so many of them, you have access to a new blade. You can then purchase this blade and upgrade it through the in-game store, which I'll show you later. But each blade has different effects which can assist you as you fight along. For instance, the standard high-frequency blade is actually not too bad. It's a nice weapon, I like it. The stun blade has a 20% chance of stunning a target, causing it to basically give you an option for an execution attack. Stunning targets is basically if you hit them hard enough, quick enough, so on and so forth, then you can stun them, but this you've got a 20% chance of doing it. The armor breaker is exactly the same as a stun blade, but it will break armor instead. Basically, armored targets need to be beaten, and then what happens is a part of their body will turn blue, meaning you can then jump into blade mode and slice that part of them off. It comes in handy when you're fighting some of the bigger stuff, and you've got the option to, reduce their combat options, so to speak, i.e. cut their fucking feet off. The wooden sword is a fun one. It can't kill anything and it can't cut anything. Instead, it's basically a stick that you clobber people with. The thing is, if you hit them hard enough, there's a chance that they will actually disappear from the battlefield or be rendered unconscious. Funny enough, it's a fun toy, and you actually do get a bonus on top of scores called the no-kill bonus. If you go through a ranked battle without killing any normal human cyborgs, you can do the same as well just by cutting arms off or legs off and leaving them to wander around completely unable to do combat, and they'll soon just disappear off the battlefield. The Murasama Blade is one that you get when you complete the game. Arguably the best weapon in the game. It attacks 10% faster than your standard blade. The downside is it drinks through blade energy really quite quickly. However, if you're skilled and you know how to kill, then it's not too much of a problem. The Fox Blade was part of a bit of DLC that we got tossed on for bonus. It's a pussy's blade. Basically, once upgraded, it kills anything in one hit, and it really is a fucking coward's blade. If I see anyone doing a video online that I see the hilt sticking out the back of Raiden, I'm just like, not interested straight away. The high frequency machete is a real fun one. It's weak, it has a short range, considerably shorter than a normal blade, but it makes up for it by being the fastest attacking weapon ever, which means that you can basically go at it like a social justice warrior. Yeah, lots of craziness. Good fun, and it doesn't really drink that much blade energy. Like I said, I prefer the frequency, the high frequency blade. It's a standard blade that starts off with, and in terms of strength, it's about the third strongest blade in the game. So, yes, it's a nice one. Custom. Once you beat a boss, okay, you can then buy the weapon that they used, and obviously go back and use it again after them. You've got the polearm, which is like a whip. You've got the sai, which is a bit like a grappling hook, and then you've got the pincer blades, which are just I hardly ever use these things. In fact, to be honest, the only one I actually use is the polearm. They're nice toys to have. The only downside is, by using them, they replace the heavy attack button, which means that you lose out an entire set of combat skills, and I don't like that. So, okay, you still have some of them when using the pincer blades, but it's not worth it. So I tend to just run around with just stock bits anyway.
Raiden, this is Boris. Give me your status.
Looks clear. No one in sight.
Good. Let's recap the route you will take. As I said, the enemy's HQ is in the refinery along the coastline. Dolsaev has been spotted there using satellite photography. Also on site, Mistral, a desperado captain.
So I go through the city, cross the bridge into the old town, then head down to the rear of the refinery.
Still, I think they anticipate us. They will probably have a grand reception awaiting you at the old city. Do not let your guard down.
And we'll go kill Mistral later. Now, when I was saying that... Hang on. There we go.
Hostiles in the lower corridor, I see. Try to flank them, or approach from behind.
Haha, fuck you, Boris. I'm going from above.
Get off!
Now, when I said...
Excellent, Raiden.
Thank you. Like I said, when you attack, you have you got a light attack and you got a heavy attack, but there is more to that than what you may think. For instance, when I said that you can go into the store and buy material, okay, one of the moves is called the offensive defense. Basically, it's your dodge, okay? It's the first thing you really should buy if you're going to play this for the first time. By default, it's Z, but it's a shit key to reach for, so I rebound it to the middle mouse button. If you mix it with movement, you can attack in that direction. The nice thing about it is it gives you 0.33 seconds of invulnerability, so basically you can take the piss out of iframing. You can also mix it in with existing combos to help break combos up, okay? And also as well, if you knock the enemy slightly out of reach, you can lunge forward and hit them with it. So a normal move, which is fairly respectable, you can actually mix it up with offensive defense and get that fourth hit in. The nice thing as well is like I said, it's a fun toy. Now, one thing I should also mention as well is an advanced technique called blade cancelling. Now, you may have noticed when I pulled off that attack, the final kick had an exceptionally long animation wind down. This leaves you vulnerable. So if you attack, there's the wind down. That's really bad in a game like this. So we use blade mode to just simply cancel out of it. Tapping shift will automatically cancel any attack you're doing. So if you're in the middle of an attack combo and the shit starts hitting the fan, blade cancel out and suddenly you've got freedom again. So you can swing, 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 and you can keep on swinging. The downside is this does drink a little bit of blade energy.
Raiden, take that main thoroughfare. You can use augment mode to see where the enemy is located. Your body analyzes radar and IR data to construct your AR display. Some civilians are still in the city. That is not good.
AR mode disables itself when you start sprinting, but it's handy to have for keeping an eye on things. Give me the fucking spine! Hello. He spotted it. Now there's a civilian down there. If I'm spotted, they'll kill him. So let's go save him.
What are you doing here? This area is off limits. Bullseye! Enemy sighted! Get off!
Pull it out your ass, boy.
He is scared to death, Ryder. Let him know he is safe.
Pulling a Zandatsu move off, okay, basically you are invulnerable as the animation plays out. The nice thing is, it kind of stops time, but it speeds up towards the end of the animation, so you can kind of judge, you've got that split breathing second to assess the situation from what's happening behind you, because you can still see behind yourself. So, yeah, really handy, especially in the middle of a fight. You may also notice as well that the blade mode NG bar is red. Hang on a second. Moobots! Don't you fucking ruin me, son. Did you notice how the one Zandatsu animation told me that the enemy was behind me and just about to attack? Very handy. Very, very good.
Very good, Ryder. Now, keep heading for refinery.
2 seconds. Oh god, I can't hit shit to it. Give me the damn thing. There we go. Yes, as I was saying about the red bar, basically the red bar signifies you can enter something called Ripper mode. Now Ripper mode is unlocked after a certain chapter in the game where basically Raiden goes a little bit batshit insane. This literally magnifies his damage output to something stupid, but it drinks it like a fucking beer in front of a Scotsman. Oh, that's not good. Half expected a rocket in the face then. Where the fuck are you going? Give me your spine. Now you may notice that I'm actually blocking attacks as well. Okay, when an enemy flashes red, he's going to lunge at you and hit you. Okay, all you need to do, and the amount of people who don't fucking grasp this is truly mesmerizing. All you need to do is when an enemy attacks you, right, say for instance he's coming from the right, you push to the right and you attack it at the same time. you will then defend against that attack. If you catch it at the last possible second, you do a reverse offense, where basically you block it and you counter-attack. The counter-attack is usually so powerful it's an instant kill, because it will stun the shit out of your enemy, lining you up for an execution attack, where you can either pop straight into blade mode and slice his Zandy, or simply press X to cleave him into whatever pieces you want. Usually it's a kicking animation where you catapult him in the air, you then cut his Zandy in half. It's great because if you do it right, you can actually bow yourself out of the middle of a fight using it. Bosses in this... Hang on. Bosses in this as well are designed to teach you aspects of the game. For instance, we're now going to have a fight with Blade Wolf. Now, you've seen me kick the shit out of Blade Wolf time and time again, but Blade Wolf is designed to teach you how to parry and defend against these attacks.
Greetings, cyborg.
Show yourself.
Doggy!
IF prototype. Interface prototype. All autonomous UGs feature high-level onboard artificial intelligence. An additional prototype interface enables verbal communication. I possess an intellect far beyond human reckoning.
You don't say. Okay then, what's the meaning of life? Why are we here?
I am here to kill you.
Bold.
That's it? Pretty simple thinking for such a mighty intellect.
I may analyze orders, but I may not disobey them. Should I disobey a direct order, my memory would be wiped. I must destroy you.
What good is an intellect if you can't use it?
Your taunting is pointless. Exterminate!
I might have kicked this guy's ass quite a few times now. But yes, like I said, he's fast and he's designed to teach you how to parry.
Uses all of his tools. Backup required.
Fuck you all.
What do you fight for? Demonstrate the extent of your intellect. Combination complete. Continue alone.
Oh, come on.
Help me.
You gonna bark all day, little buggy, or are you gonna bite? I ain't seen that in years. I need to watch that again. Like I said, Ripper mode, very powerful. Come on, bitch.
say I know about freedom?
I don't know, maybe he's been listening to David Hasselhoff too much. And that's what we call a perfect sheet, where you basically ace every single category. Going back to my HS blade. Fuck you. I'll take it. I'll take it. Alright, now I'm going to use a sub-weapon. That should stun it, leaving us to close in and kill it dead in hell. "13 seconds, not bad." Like I said, Ripper mode, it has its uses. Like I said, it has its uses, but it also drinks blade energy to shit. The best thing to do is, if you're going to use it in a combo, okay, wind up your combo, get your hits in, but when your heavy hitting strike hits, activate it just before impact, and as soon as it hits, deactivate it. So basically, it hits and you can basically, you get the general idea. I got another hostage up ahead. Yep. Thank you. Now I could EMP the shit out of it, or...
You gotta be pretty stupid.
Come on. There we go. Come on, it's in there somewhere. There we got it. Sliders are bastards. You'll learn to hate them.
You saved my life. Thank you.
But I will not save your shirt. Come here.
That's a civvy riding.
Raiden? What the hell do you call that?
It was a...
Sick, Raiden. I call it sick. You can save your own damn data.
Yes. Like I said, there is also a codex system as well, where you can talk to characters. It's a great way of learning the backstory, and believe me, there's a hell of a lot of dialogue in this as well. Alright, because I'm running against the clock, I'm not going to bother showing you the customize option. Just trust me, it's where you can buy bits and pieces of stuff. You can also buy things like wigs, which are designed to aid people who are shit. But
So that's where they're holed up.
Some kind of electronic lock on the gate.
Most likely it opens only if you have the right ID data stored in your left hand. Perhaps you could find a cyborg with access and borrow it?
You see any cyborgs around here, Doc?
Why not double back? Check the vehicle route again. You know, back at the entrance to the old city. Who knows? Maybe you can hitch a ride. Most likely, platoon commanders carry correct ID data for the gate. Use enhanced mode to figure out who to hit.
yes, wigs are designed for people who aren't very good. They give access to things like infinite blade energy and infinite armor and shit like that. Hang on. The equivalent of the original Metal Gear Solid bandana. Now, there are targets around the game which have left hands which glow, like this guy here. To retrieve it, slice through the green section.
Bravo! Excellent work.
Collect so many hands and you'll have access to some tools which Doctor will give you. Certain rank battles are hidden and require investigation. No! I took damage. I've lost 1,500 points off the score. Well, shit. I don't like sliders. When they start throwing rockets around all over the place, it can just go horribly, horribly wrong. There's a ranked battle on Mission 4 where you just have to fight against 6 sliders, and it's like, oh, fuck everything about that. Disappointed I didn't get an S. That's bullshit. We now have a new enemy type called the Heavy Cyborg. These guys are bastards because they really do fuck with everything you try and do. However, they have a weakness. It's a simple weakness. All you need to do is just tap them with a blade mode and it will stun them. What the fuck did that guy go? Oh, that's right, I cut his arm off and he fled from the battlefield. Yes, heavy cyborgs are bastards. They have swords. They are considerably longer reach than you actually think they are, and they do swing them quite viciously.
That woman.
Raiden, what's happening? Your heart rate spikes.
Yeah, I just dodged a bullet. All right, I'm heading for the refinery.
Surprise! Sorry, just never gets boring. Okay, some ranked battles you have to piss everyone off to get the full battle. Don't you fuck with me. What happened there was the enemy jumped on me, but I parried it at the last possible second, which set up an automatic counter parry, which opened up the execution prompt, which is how I managed to cleave him in half so easily. Right, now you stay off my battlefield. They're also really good at parrying as well.
We intercepted call for backup during your last fight. The caller's position is on your Soliton radar. You can engage if you wish. It is your choice.
Optional rank battle. Definitely worth doing it if you want the BP. Ordinarily, I wouldn't use Ripper mode for that, but I'm kind of running against the clock here. I'm already about an hour and 8 minutes into this, and I know that I want to finish this.
Right, the cliff is just ahead at the end of the old city. Beyond that is the refinery's backyard.
So what? It's a sheer drop? The refinery's not connected to the city at all?
No, it was only built 2 years ago. There should be a narrow path around there that leads to the plant. It is protected by a fence, but probably you can cut your way through.
Probably.
Don't get cocky. Most likely it is Desperado running security down there.
I like how Metal Gear literally hams everything up. Okay, because I'm running against the clock here, I'm going to switch to Polearm. Now, Polearm is ideally for crowd control. Yep.
Watch out! They keep on coming!
No! Get off me, you shits!
Dolcev and his team must be in here. Find him. Raiden, wait. There are active IR sensors in the area. Part of factory security, no doubt, but the enemy may be using it.
Setting off one of these sensors will piss everything off in the area. Not that it's a problem, it only brings out 2 heavy cyborgs to fight. Jog on! Zandatsu as well will stop your motion as well. So, who the fuck you are? So simple. There's one more person I must kill. Now, the tricks of beating Mistral is we must first destroy her weapon. There is an easy way of doing this, and I'm going to basically... I'm gonna beat her like an abusive husband. I couldn't think of anything more to... Sorry. Oh, well.
I was wondering when you'd come, Jack the Ripper.
No one calls me that anymore. Dolsaev, where is he?
I can show you a better time than that crusty old bear.
You're in charge here?
I am Mistral, the cold wind of France. And your reputation precedes you. Liberian, but white as snow. A natural-born killer, even as a child.
That was a long time ago.
I was born in Algeria myself, you know. I'm only half French.
And?
We had our own civil war in the 90s. So you see? Cut from the same cloth, you and I.
You don't know me.
I lost my whole family. Everything. But I butchered those fuckers. My family's killers. That's when I realized I am a killer too. And a good one at that. I slaughtered dozens in Iraq, in Afghanistan. I'd found my calling.
Proud of that, are you?
What happened, happened. To be honest, I found it quite dull. My enemies fell like domino, one after another. Not once did I feel threatened. I was adrift, without challenge, without purpose. At times, I even envied my prey. At least they had a cause to die for. And then, I met him.
Who?
And I knew what I had been missing. His ideals gave my life meaning. Ideals, Jack. What are yours?
I protect the weak.
Still? So naive.
And if I must kill to protect them, then so be it.
It seems we have less in common than I thought.
I'll take that as a compliment.
If you would kill for your ideals, then surely you are ready to die for them.
That's one hell of a hand job. Nope. Like I said, I am playing with her now. Even if she does make my Metal Gear Solid. Sorry, I just had to go there.
I want more.
Do you now?
A present from you. Ready to slice off some more?
Damn it, Mistral! Come here! Son of a bitch! Do me a favour and take a seat. Now, as I was saying, it is a really good game. No! You son of a bitch! Ah!
Mistral, report! Your vitals are dropping.
I lost. So this is how they felt.
What?
Dying. For a cause.
Wait. No. Hold on.
I am sorry. He was too much.
I do not need apology. I need you alive.
But I know you will never fall.
What? What is this talk about?
Je t'aime. T'es-tu mon corps?
Je t'aime. Mister, you never...
Yeah.
She's not talking to you, idiot.
You killed her! You vile nuts! Murderer!
That's rich coming from you. It's overdose, I am. Surrender.
Translation.
Why would I surrender? You are exactly where I want.
Shit.
Built with Russian money to make Russian money. It is no plan for Abkhaz. It is their prison.
But now, they will be free!
Ryder, what happened?
Bastard blew himself up.
I see. Time to get you out of there. We're sending a helicopter. Secure an LZ.
Understood.
And once the chapter's completed, you're given, you're shown all of your rank battles, and you're given a total score at the end. I could have done that final fight without a single scratch of damage, but the polearm just hit an explosive barrel to the left. It has been a problem before, and the explosion caused that little bit of damage, and that ruined everything. Plus, also, I was 3 kills away from the sheet requirement. I could have walked away over 10,000 points off that, but oh, what the hell. Anyway, that's Metal Gear Rising, and like I said, it is a fucking stupendously cool game. Definitely worth recommend checking it out. It's pretty cheap as well, but I know it does come around cheaper from time to time on the Steam sale. like I said, it's a game designed to be played time and time again. When you first start it, you're going to be absolutely shit. I was when I first started, but stick with it, persevere, push on. Don't, start throwing your hands around going, learn to live with the game, fight it, and you'll actually really enjoy it. Anyway, I'm going to bugger off because I want another cup of tea, and I'm gagging to go for a piss. So, I'm going to do that and start rendering this, and I'll catch you all next time. I'll probably end up finishing off Deus Ex, and I might... Someone did mention about Wildcard in this. It is a tempting proposition, but I can't guarantee I'll be able to get S ranks all the way through. Anyway, fuck it, I'm out of here. I'll catch you all later. Alright, later.